Welcome, welcome. So we're back with Helen and Courtney, and now we're talking weight loss. That a lot of times people think, what? Thinking positive is going to help you lose weight? And it really does. I know that in my own life, I've struggled with binge eating, gone to different places where I would relieve my stress by eating sweets or carbohydrates. And on this journey, now I don't even really pay attention to my food. I'm at a normal weight, and it's so wonderful. Plus, I don't attach the way my fat body content with my self-esteem, because sometimes I do. It's like I maybe fluctuate, maybe 10 pounds up and down. And that's just so freeing. So that I'll work with people about weight loss, and it's not a journey of buns of steel or beach body in 30 days. It's about really going to that place where you feel beautiful, where you want to choose things in your life that feel nurturing and supportive and loving, so that I would eat, somebody would give me a sweet and I would just eat it to eat it when I didn't even like it. I mean, oftentimes it didn't make sense. So that what people find usually on this journey, and Helen didn't even come for that, but oftentimes you get the benefit in all areas of your life when we work together. And where people will say, I started to feel beautiful again. I no longer was turning over what other people thought about me. I was allowing myself to feel good about myself. That people start to include different things in their life, whether it's daily walks or working out at the gym. And so for me, different things became just a natural part of my life. Whereas before I kind of had to struggle. It's like I'd get the momentum going, but then I'd lose that. But now that's a consistent, just natural part of my life, is doing things that bring me joy, that are other people would call exercise. So let's start with you, Courtney. When you first came to me, actually, that was the reason, was you wanted to get in better shape. I mean, you looked gorgeous to begin with, which you did. But you wanted, I don't know what you, I think you said, I thought maybe you wanted to lose like 5 pounds, and you're like, no, I want to lose 20 pounds. Or was it something like that, or 15 pounds?
I think it was something like that.
But it led to so much more. So tell us about that, how really it led to a different lifestyle and way of being.
It did. It really encouraged me to not focus on the scale, but how I felt. And when I work out and it feels good to feel strong, it feels good to feel healthy. It it just it sounds cliche, but it feels good to feel good.
It
And
does feel good to feel good.
and that led me to make healthier choices in the fuel that I was putting into my engine.
And it
And
wasn't a journey of shame or guilt, was it? Total
no,
opposite.
no, not at all. It was all about feeling better, and
Yeah.
physically, mentally. And when I ate good food, I had a different kind of energy than you got from sugar and carbs and coffee. It was this sustainable, natural energy that made you feel good and made you want to get outside. And it was very, very powerful and wonderful. And it's still maybe a problem.
It may be a
Because
what?
I look at some of the workouts and stuff that me and Curtis do, and it's kind of a little insane. And,
But does it feel good?
but it feels good. It
Yeah.
feels
So, and it's
great.
making you healthy. Um, yeah, beautiful. And everybody, it plays out different for everyone. So some people don't go on to be kind of the athlete that you are, and to do some of those insane workouts, and other people do.
I don't know if
So,
an
I mean,
athlete would be the word.
what?
I don't know if an athlete would be the word.
Oh yeah, I would
You're
call
pretty
you a
close. Yeah.
Curtis an athlete for sure. I'm more of a middle of the road person. Yeah, where I do my weekly yoga and my hikes and my flow arts like the poi and stuff. But that's what I love about it, where people will say, people that have binge ate, it's like they just don't want to do it anymore. The things that you used to do, it's like it's almost like it becomes foreign and detached from you. And I would
Right.
say, going to Helen, that isn't even something that we've been working on, but it was one of your goals. And so
Yeah.
you did
It
find
took
that,
me a while to realize that that's what was happening.
yeah,
Because
that
just,
you
I
were
mean,
kind of,
it was just such a subtle shift that it just became.
yeah. And we did
You know?
have in the sessions,
Yeah.
it's like I work on as much as I can with everybody towards their
Yeah.
goals. So I try to fit a ton into each session. So each session, I'm still kind of building towards the goal. So somebody may come in
Mhm.
for grief, but they lose weight, relationships improve, they start to feel joyful again. So that what I seemed to unfold for you was that you started almost to, you didn't have that appetite anymore. So it's almost kind of
Mhm.
like you were separating from eating the junk food,
Yeah.
because in some ways you were using that to cope with the stress and to feel better, right?
And that's what I had always done. I have always been a comfort eater and a stress eater and an emotional eater, and that was just my go-to. That it's I've always had this relationship with food that, I mean, if anything if you're sad, you eat. If you celebrate, you eat. I mean, I was raised that way. And then suddenly it's like I'm eating for sustenance instead of because I don't feel good about myself or because I'm stressed or because I'm sad, and it just kind of fell by the wayside. And suddenly I was just thinking, well, you know what, I'm just hungry, or I'm not hungry, and so why would I eat when I'm not hungry? And it just became, I mean, it just morphed into the eating healthy. I mean, just to where, I think, oh, well, I'll go eat some grapes, or I'll eat some strawberries, or I'll eat some raspberries, and it's just easier. And it doesn't,
Yes.
there's none of the stress of it. There's none of the guilt while I'm eating. And
Yeah,
that's a great feeling and to the point that I can go, and it's like I can eat a sweet. I can have a sweet and I'll have one piece and I'm fine. And I walk away from it.
I
And
know.
I've never had that
I
before.
remember that feeling where it's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I
Oh,
can
I don't
stop
have to eat
because
the whole
I'm
package.
full.
Yeah, I don't have to eat all the cookies.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay. They'll be there later. It's
yeah.
a really good feeling to have that control over yourself, because I never did before. I have always struggled with my weight. I've never been a thin person. I mean, I'm not saying I am now, but I have, I mean,
You've
that I'm on the
lost,
right
I don't know,
track
you've
now,
lost a
and
lot of weight, haven't
I've
you?
over 40 pounds
Yeah,
in
and
5 months that I've been seeing you.
yeah, cool.
Or well, it's been since I've been seeing you. It's been about 30 I've lost.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, I think this should give people encouragement if they're thinking about doing a weight loss, one of my weight loss mastery of joy packages. So thank you, you two, and we'll see you for our next episode.